Hi, welcome back to MJ Homestead. My name is Mary, and since we've already butchered the chickens, now it's time to actually make some broth and some other goodies. What I've started out with is when we butchered the chickens, we eat a lot of breast meat. So what I did is I parted out 5 chickens and I kept the carcasses in one pan, which is basically looks like that, and filled it with water. This is going to be the actual broth that I'm making. And then in this pan is the other parts of the chicken, obviously the thighs and the legs and the wings and everything. And what we're going to do with this one is, on top of making chicken stock, we're also going to be deboning the chicken after it's cooked and using that for like chicken salad, chicken on top of your salads and stuff like that. So we're doing 2 separate things. And what we do is start with just water, fill it up to cover your carcasses or your meat or whatever you're doing. So the ingredients that I'm going to be putting in with the carcass and the meat is going to be celery, carrots, onions, and minced garlic. I don't have one of those garlic presses, so I just buy the minced garlic. What we're going to do is, none of these vegetables are going to be eaten, so it's going to be pretty much like a rough cut on everything. And it's just all going to go into the stock pot, and we'll cook it for a couple of hours. And then once that's done, we'll bring you back and show you what we're going to do with the rest of the stuff. Okay, I've gone ahead and just rough cut the vegetables. Now you'll notice on the onions here that the skins and everything, I put everything in it. I don't waste any of the onion. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pour that right in here. Got carrots, and I don't peel your carrots or anything, just dump them all in there. And then I'm going to take my minced garlic and put a good couple of healthy spoonfuls in there, tablespoons. And then we're going to do some salt and pepper. And this way you can do whatever you want to. You can put whatever spices or whatever you want into it. It's kind of your preference. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of just mix that in a little bit. Turn it on like a medium high and let it go, and we'll be back in a couple of hours to see how it's doing. I'm going to let everything go for probably another hour, 45 minutes or so. But this is what it looks like right now after about an hour. You want to keep it at a rolling boil, just to kind of get everything melded together and all the flavors and everything going together. So this is what it looks like after about an hour. And that's the pan with the legs and the thighs and everything in it. And this is the one with the carcasses in it. Like I said, we'll let these go for about another hour or so, and then we'll be back to show you what we do with it then. Alright, so we have let this boil for about 2 hours now. I've taken all of the meat out of both pans. So this meat here, what we'll do is once it's cool, we'll go back through and pick off all the meat and everything. Whoop, dog almost got that one. We'll go ahead and pick all the meat off of it and freeze the meat for chicken noodle soups, for salads, for chicken salads, anything like that. Now what we have left afterwards is basically your chicken broth. Now all of these vegetables and everything in here, we're not going to eat those. Those will actually go to the pigs. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strain it out. And I'll show you how to do that. That's a little warm, so I'm going to use these. All I do is I take my strainer, put it under another pot, and just strain out the veggies on it. Take the veggies out, strain out all the good broth, and this will go in the pig bucket. And this, because I don't have another big pan, I'm kind of transferring pans here, so this will go into this pan. And we just continue on until we have all of the broth out. And all of the veggies and everything out of there. Like I said, this stuff will go to the pigs. There's a few little pieces of meat and stuff in there, but pigs will enjoy it. And that's all there is to it, to making broth. What I'm going to do is I will go ahead and can this broth. Hey everybody, just getting finally back to the canning of the chicken stock. It's been a few days, but just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. What I did is I drained all of the vegetables and everything out, and those all went to the pigs, and what was left was just the broth, and that went into the refrigerator because I hadn't had time to actually finish it the day that I started, so we're going to be finishing up today. What I did is I just took it out of the refrigerator and put it back on the stove to boil. I'm going to bring it up to a boil, and then we'll fill our jars and stick it in the pressure canner and let it do its thing. So here's what we've got so far. I've already done one pan, and the jars are in the pressure canner right now, coming up to temperature, and just wanted to show you what the broth looks like right now, and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is the broth. I just started this one, so just pulled it out of the refrigerator, so it still has the fat and everything on the top. So we'll bring that to a boil, and then by the time that's done, hopefully, here's a pressure canner that's coming up to pressure right now, and we'll boil that or pressure can that for 25 minutes. I've got quart jars in there. It's 20 minutes for pint jars, and then we'll see how it does. So we'll be back when that's ready. Okay, so we're all done with canning the chicken stock. It came out to be about 15 quarts. Now we're just going to go ahead and let them sit for 24 hours, and I'll write on the top of them and store them away for later use. That's about it for making stew. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, we're pretty much done here. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.